get us started. And off we go from Seattle.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. To throw it is Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. This is the tight end fan.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. Now Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago.
2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke is complete to Lockett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Myers' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their 1st turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first first thing a coach tells his defense, don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend to the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, two cold-weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. On second down to Rumley Hall.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Jets at 9-6 now. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 44, Wilson.
Open man here is Conklin.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Wilson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Locke. He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
And here comes Berrios.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards.
Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Berrios.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And the Jets will take over. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
Set. Loaded.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson will throw again. Throw left side, complete. That's Moore. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Hall want to give up the middle.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go
at their 25-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Clock now to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down is Locke. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a give to Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 10-yard line.
68 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the turnover, here's Locke. And that's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They look to throw. It's Locke. It's caught. Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Locke now on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, it's Locke. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first down, Locke. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A handoff for Hall.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Got it.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Locke going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now Locke, gotta have this one. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a ball has it knocked loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away. And they're not doing it.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
To throw it is Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Locke. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Locke to throw.
Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
A give running right is Hall.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Throwing now is Locke. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Locke. This is the tight end fan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Locke again.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And that's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
He's got his tight end fan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Locke. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Locke looks to throw it again. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 7.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Paul again. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have recovered.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and a little bit of a surprise